right.
Oh shoot, hold on. Sorry, would you restream this to me again in 30 frames so my computer doesn't die?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I forgot I have to do that for you. Sorry.
Yeah,
I don't even have to I don't even have to restart the stream. I can just change the quality. We're good.
Oh, W, okay.
Yep. Very easy. All right. Oh, okay. Well, Ryan, here we are.
All right, well here we are. So, let's talk about this first game on the lineup here.
I'd rather talk about why you can't be a fireman.
You know what? I couldn't be a fireman because if a man was trapped in a very large burning man, what would I do? I don't think I could help.
Luann can't be a fireman. If there was a man trapped inside a very large burning man and she can't be a fireman, no.
No.
That's a good line, I think. I'm a fan of that.
That one really stood out to me. I think that was that was the most solid line of that video.
This guy does really fantastic YouTube poops. I've been binging his shit because they're just funny. He does the style that I like, which is where he doesn't change that the changes are kind of subtle. It's not like super overly insanely edited that makes me want to die, you know?
Yeah.
Like some of some of the old YouTube poops are good, but they're super over edited, and I don't like that because it's just a lot, you know?
There's kind of an art to it, right?
Yeah,
where it's
I totally agree.
Yeah.
I think the ones who are good at being subtle are usually funny enough where it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like there's a certain way where like Pool House and Cruel House, like that really shouldn't be that funny.
No, it really shouldn't. But you know what? You know what, Ryan? How could he be so Cruel House?
How could he be so Cruel House?
It's a great question, man. How could he be so Cruel House? Alright, who am I missing from Ryan's team? Oh, okay. Alright. Okay, this is a matchup of one team that got off to a roaring start and one team that is really looking to bounce back, Ryan.
I was gonna say something similar to that. We watched the fan club suffer their first regular season loss yesterday, last game anyways.
We did, and I don't think that's really in any way that might not be indicative of their how their season is gonna go, but I think it's indicative that the parity.
Well, maybe if they keep picking these huge stages, they will.
Well, I mean, they're going to Luigi's Mansion today, so the trend has not been bucked, but.
It really hasn't.
I will tell you, though, I think the thing that gives me a little bit of hope is, one, look at the firepower on this team, right?
Yes, that's true.
But two, I think it's really just that the parity has improved so drastically that, like I said, anyone can beat anyone, and that's just, it's just scary, you know? Like, it don't matter. Don't matter who you are.
True. That's just the way it is.
Sometimes okay, Blue Mage actually, by the way, starting at pitcher this week.
Who was running,
oh no, Blue Mage did start at pitcher last week. Who had a Mage that didn't start at pitcher? It was Green Shells, that's right. That's right.
Okay. They just start with Daisy that first time?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, that makes enough sense.
I agree, but also, well, they have a lot of captains, which is why it makes sense. They have Daisy and Luigi and Wario.
Okay, you know what?
Which is why I think that makes sense to me.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's fair enough. Because if Daisy's gonna pitch at all, or in a spot that makes the most sense for her, and you can't rely on the computer to put her in on that.
No, I think there's a little bit of an inclination towards the actual captain of the team. In that regard, but I think it's definitely RNG, which is not ideal ever, right?
Nope.
Alright, now
so may well exercise that control.
I will say, okay, Brian opting for Star Toadette this week, by the way. That should up the bat power just a little bit. We saw what Starfire Bro could do last week. Pretty scary. However, and I'll tell you,
He's gonna tell us.
we're gonna play.
we're gonna play.
I'll tell you though, the team I think that has better slap hitting on the stage is gonna feel like they have an advantage. This is a deep, deep, deep outfield.
Yes.
Really deep. We're getting into game 1 here, folks.
While we're at it too, something I've just crossed my mind now. Whoever has the faster outfielders, might be looking at a bit of an advantage here.
I think it's pretty close across the board. It's Toad Para me versus Toadette Toad me. So slight advantage to the Sims, I would say, in that regard.
Yeah, well, that's fairly negligible, I think, though.
Yeah,
so.
It's close enough, yeah. And the floating tends to offset, I think, a lot of what you would lose in the speed, right?
Yeah, fair enough.
But Star Toadette gonna line out for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what we think Star Toadette is gonna how her hits are gonna hold up differently.
I think part of the reason for starring is just the outfield arm, right?
May well be. Oh, okay, we got our first steal
Toad
here.
is actually safe. Our first stolen base of the season from Blue Toad, folks.
All right.
Pianta not gonna charge, looking to slap. It's gonna land just between the two outfielders. Blue Toad gonna head for home, but the buddy throw, and Blue Toad is gonna be thrown out at the plate, or so it.
Wait, no, he's
so
gonna double
seems.
back.
And they actually get the rundown.
Oh, they got
That's
him.
the first time that's ever happened, I'm pretty sure. Pringles and Cynthia with a
hardly
nice
happens.
play there.
You know what I think it was? It was probably Quick Throw that did that.
It probably was quick throw, yep. And that's why I'm me at catcher, folks. No slouch. Here comes Green Toad. Now, you have, as I said last week, you have a lot of history with Green Toad.
I do. I mean, look at this hit. He's doing what he's doing what he does best.
And you know what? We have some stats now. Just so you're aware.
Oh yeah. Oh, are you talking about the?
Yeah,
the
we have some
now?
stats now.
Yeah.
The spreadsheet's been updated.
Yeah, Green Toad was absolutely expecting Birdo to catch that, so he went back down the baseline and was forced out at second there.
Yeah, the Simps are really, as a team, batting quite well. Birdo.
Oh, as I learned.
Birdo, Pianta, Blue Toad. I am Steve, Blue Shy Guy, all operating with 750 average. It's going to be an error on Blue Critter, which is going to lead to 2 base runners with only 1 out here.
All right, hold on. Give me the history of this character.
Cynthia?
Yeah.
It's the champion from Pokemon.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, that's why I don't know her.
Yeah, you've never played Pokemon.
It's true. Never ever.
And actually, that flyout not deep enough to advance H there.
This next one though might be deep enough. Let's see.
Yeah, this is the one player, well, one of 2 players from the fan club side where you have to think. And you know what? It actually won't leave the park is ridiculous.
And is this headstone gonna?
Wow.
Okay. Okay, I was thinking the headstone might block the fire, but it ended up being
folks.
Blue Toad, which takes the hit there. Go on.
Folks, we've been calling Luigi's Mansion the Polo Grounds. I didn't know it was that serious.
I'm calling it the Marco Grounds.
Oh, hello. Do you know about the Polo Grounds, Ryan?
Enlighten me.
It's back when the San Francisco Giants were the New York Giants in the 50s. They had a stadium called the Polo Grounds, which had. I'm gonna find it and just DM you quickly.
Okay.
But yeah, like basically the outfield, basically the foul poles were at like 270-ish, and straightaway center was almost 500.
I see.
Like this is the Polo Grounds.
Let's have a look.
I just DM'd it to you. 2 quick outs for yellow match here, and a 3rd out followed up by H there. A lot of solid
I guess
contact.
we really love football here. I guess.
Yeah, like that's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, more than a little ridiculous.
Like even when like there's a period of time where the Raiders and the Athletics are both playing in the Oakland Coliseum, but it was primarily a baseball stadium, so like there was baseball dirt on the field during football games.
Awesome.
Oh, Pringles with a nice slap. That's an advanced red match to second, just barely.
Ooh, all right,
and
yeah.
You know who this brings up? Probably the most dangerous hitter in the lineup for the LeBron James fan club here.
Absolutely. We'll see if. See, he's got that power to drive that
Oh, he sure
all
does.
the way back the first time. Oh,
That's...
yeah. All right.
Wow,
Yeah,
and that's even on Luigi's Mansion with that super deep outfield and the buddy jump gets off. It's a no-doubter, folks. Firebro is going to stake them to a 3-0 lead. And this is really what I expected to see from him this season with a star, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what he's doing starting in the lineup here.
Yeah, but like just thinking about it, this if there was one thing I expected to see from him this season, it was
like Maroon 5. Okay, like
deep home runs like that.
I opened a YouTube video.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I basically I expected him to turn into Bowser basically with a star.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, Green Toad. It's gonna drift foul, but really laid into that one.
He's got. Oh, hold on. Here comes a strike. But I was gonna say that he certainly has the capability, and we actually learned. I think did he get a home run last season? I think I seem to recall one. Yeah.
I think he had one. A lot of the Toads had one.
Yeah.
Yellow Toad had two. Star Yellow Toad, by the way, is a player I expect to put in a lot of work this season too.
Yes.
H gonna take strike one. 2 runners on, nobody out here. Looking pretty primed for. Wow, and the POW actually got clutch. And Toadette making a miscue and throwing to third instead of second. Gonna load the bases for Green Para. More than likely means Bowser will get to bat in this inning too. And this is exactly the kind of inning that the fan club made their name on last season.
Oh.
They're gonna triple him up.
Triple?
They're gonna triple him up, folks. Wow, what a play by Blue Madge. Immediately after giving up that 3-run shot, gets subbed to short for Birdo and makes that ridiculous defensive play.
Folks, that one call by Blue Madge Koopa there is the reason you're not seeing 7 on the board right now.
Oh my god, yeah. That was Blue Madge to Blue Critter to Charlie for the triple play there. Blue Madge now gonna charge and swing through. 2 strikes on Blue Madge. Madge on Madge action here. Gonna hit the third pitch, but Bowser's on top of it. All right, we are headed.
And Yellow Madge striking out his former high school classmate there.
Yeah. They called him Madge the Gathering when all 4 of them were playing together.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, good days.
1 strike, 1 ball. The blue shy guy here, followed by Birdo, of course, team captain. Some chemistry, so a fireball is going to be online, but look at that chem throw from Firebro to Red Madge there. Just electric.
And that guy is starred too, so his throws are coming extra high.
But Birdo going to hit a barrel off the end of the bat, but
he caught that.
H making a nice play on it in center, and I'm really hoping when I watch my team play later, Lenny Kravitz can emulate that a little bit.
Well, let's find out here.
Cam says we did not like Madge the Gathering.
I'm a fan personally.
That was off dome, man. Have some respect. Oh, sharp liner for Bowser. That's going to hit the wall, folks. And Bowser is pretty slow, but it looks like he will still make it into second with a double. And that's exactly why this stadium is such a nightmare sometimes. You hit a ball into the outfield, into the gap, it's going to roll forever, but Blue Critter gets domed. Can Charlie make it back to the bag? He can't! And Red Madge is safe! Yeah.
Excellent shell usage by Pringles, who's now up to bat.
Absolutely. Julius Pringles having a hell of a game defensively and offensively, even if he only had 1 at-bat. Here comes Pringles. Slap hit. Critter not going to dive for it, and Bowser is going to head for home, folks. It's an RBI single.
Yeah, that's how you drive in the slowest runner in this game.
It sure is. And here comes Firebro with a chance to extend this lead even further. And it looks like he will not. Madge right on top of it, but the POW! That will be an out at second.
They're still going to get that force out, but
the POW
probably about
Yellow
the best.
Madge prevented
probably the best way you could have turned that.
Prevented a double play, yeah. Yellow Madge going to hit it right to Blue Toad in center, and that'll end the inning. So the Simps able to escape with only 1 run worth of damage.
Remains to be seen here if they can finesse their own runs here. We've got a starred player up here, up for her second shot.
Yep.
And yeah,
And that's gonna be
drive into left.
Shot.
She'll make 2.
She will. Here comes Blue Toad with a chance to advance Toadette to third, maybe even score. Blue
There's a
Toad's
star swing
star
coming,
swing.
yep.
And that's gonna hit the wall. Toadette is gonna come around and score, so the Simps are on the board. And he might be out at second. He is. Wow.
Oh,
what
excellent.
A play
Yeah.
from Green Toad and H, preventing Blue Toad from
Burning
taking
the
extra
second
base.
Toad double there. Yeah.
Blue Pianta now up. Instead of a runner on, we have an out though. Blue Pianta doesn't matter. Blue Pianta is going to find a single here, and the Ghost is going to own Para. Here comes I Am Steve.
He sure is Steve. And he sure will take strike 1.
And I Am Steve going to put Blue Pianta on second with a single. I thought the POW there would have been more problematic than it was.
I was thinking that too.
Here comes Blue Critter. Big chance here. With some chem on base, has I Am Steve on first. An item backing with Charlie. Can Blue Critter really lays into that one, but it's going to go well foul. And Blue Critter
Alright,
going to
had a good
slap
read
it.
on
It
it.
is just out of the reach of Green Toad. I Am Steve out at second on the throw, but first and third now for Charlie. A chance to have the lead. Star pitch gonna come out. Charlie gonna swing at it, gonna slap, and fire bro with a really, really nice play at shortstop.
Holds them to just 1 this inning. Yep. Or
and
half
that's,
inning.
folks, that's the difference between, like, that Toad throw is the difference between maybe another run scoring there. I don't think it would have, but he probably would have been a double play, but I don't know.
Hard to tell. Regardless, here we are
Toad,
for
2
another.
strikes, and will Birdo record a strikeout here? No star pitch. Green Toad gonna have a chance. Birdo.
Oh,
fielding
snaps it up.
himself.
Yeah.
Here comes H. It's gonna be fielded cleanly by Madge. Wow.
Yep.
Here comes Green Para.
We know what this means. And another. All right, the inning might just end here, folks.
Birdo wants out of this inning.
Okay, hold on a second.
Maybe not. And Green Para going to capitalize on the non-star pitch.
And Charlie just got spooked over there. Do you see that?
He did. He got scared.
Yeah.
Cynthia with a slap hit that's going to be right to Blue Toad for the out and the inning.
Yep, good timing on the part of the Simps too to get Cynthia out so that Bowser has no one on base to swing for the fences for.
Yes, absolutely. Here comes 8-9-1 of the Simps order. Bowser now going to sub in. As we know, he has a great amount of stamina, was a very good relief pitcher last season, but Madge,
Oh.
an even better defender behind Bowser.
Yeah, the distance that he got, I thought that Yellow Magic Koopa had just given up on it there.
Yeah, one of the best parts of this fan club team is the combination of Bowser, like when Bowser subs onto the mound, they become a great defensive infield.
Yes.
They go from a pretty solid defensive infield with Fire Bro and Bowser to a great defensive infield with Madge and Bro. Boo right now. The Boo is going to come. Blue Guy is probably going to round all the way to home, folks. Folks, Blue Guy is going to try and score, and he will be successful.
Yes.
As we know, close plays go to the runner in CPU games. So, Birdo with a nice RBI double there. Great Boo usage from Toadette behind, too.
Yep, perfect.
Wow.
And the fact that Green Toad didn't send it to H and H had to send it to Green Toad, his throw is slower, and so that gives Blue Shy Guy just enough time to make that a sure run.
Yeah, and Blue Shy Guy aura farming a little bit there with that close play animation. Star Toadette coming up with a chance to potentially drop the fan club lead to 1.
She wants. Oh, here comes a strike. But I was gonna say she wants to set the wall.
And I'll be interested to see if Bowser's going to throw another star pitch here. Doesn't look like he will. Toadette's going to slap. Bro's going to field it but get domed by the POW.
What?
Oh my god, he got hit directly in the head. That's ridiculous. So Blue
Let's
Toad,
get the,
we go from we go from 2 outs, runner on third, to 1 out, first and third. And that's gonna be over the head. Birdo's gonna score.
That's a beautiful bloop single.
That's exactly the Toad slap hit you're looking for.
Yep.
Here comes Blue Pianta. 2 runners on here. Big chance here. Can Pianta, last season's batting title champ, deliver? Looks like he will. Toadette is going to only end up at third. Thought about rounding for home, but the hit was just a little bit too shallow to allow for that. Here comes I Am Steve.
Okay, he wants to star swing here. He's going to take strike 1, though.
And I think a star swing is a good choice. Bowser going to throw Bowser going to throw 2 star pitches here to get 2 strikes. And I Am Steve looking to star swing. And he will succeed. I Am Steve going to drop that in right in front of Para, and Toadette is going to score. The game is tied, Ryan.
Look at this catch-up ball.
This is a great offensive inning from the Simps here. They're really strung together. They're stringing together singles, which is exactly what you want.
Yes.
From a lineup like this, on a stage like this. Blue Critter has a chance to potentially put an exclamation point on it all here. We'll see. Star swing looks like he will. Blue Critter is going to score 2, maybe even 3 here. I Am Steve probably going to round for home. Not going to make it, I don't think, with this buddy throw. But we'll see. Can Quick Throw get another out? Not quite.
Not that time.
So Blue Critter drives in 2 with a double the wall there off the star swing. And this really aggressive star swing use from the Simps here is really panning out.
Oh, well, look, they went to different dugouts.
Did they? That's very funny.
Awesome.
Charlie now up with a chance to drive in even more. Can he do it? Charlie swings through strike 2. Bowser with no star, so no guaranteed strikeout here. Charlie gonna slap it. Firebro going to field it and throw to first, but that will drive in I Am Steve.
And Bowser's coming off.
That was not even an inning of Bowser, was it?
Was it not?
I don't think it was. And Blue Madge immediately going to follow up with a deep drive, but it will be fielded cleanly. And we are headed into the bottom of the 5th, but wow, the Simps put up a 6 spot to retake the lead 7 to. Well, they didn't have the lead in first place. To take the lead 7 to 4.
And against one of the best pitchers in the league from last season.
Yeah, against 2 of the best pitchers in the league from last season.
Yes.
Yellow Madge and Bowser. Bowser is going to lay into one here, but it's, again, not quite going to leave the park, Ryan.
This is...
What a play from Toadette, by the way. The bomb being thrown, Toadette with the awareness to go for the attack there to knock the ball over to Blue Toad for the flyout. Red Madge
and
gonna hit one deep as well. Hold on, this one might clear the fence.
Hold on.
But it goes foul.
Oh.
Red Madge now gonna slap, and that's gonna drop right in front of Blue Toad for a single there.
We'll watch strike 1 here. I'm a little bit surprised that, yeah, the Magic Koopa didn't attempt for that one, but here we are again with 2 runners on, 1 out for perhaps the best hitter in this lineup. He's going to drive this one all the way to the fence.
Comes through again. Red Madge is going to come home and score here.
Oh, yeah, look at this line drive. Beautiful. Beautiful shot.
Just beautiful. And Birdo getting tired now, too. I forget who the Simps went to last week after Birdo, if applicable.
I can't recall either.
I'm sure it's on the sheet. Let me look. Oh, it drops in front of Toadette, and Yellow Madge going to end up with a hit there. They went to Blue Toad at the end of the game.
Oh, okay.
Birdo going to throw strike 1 here. Green Toad right to Critter to Blue Madge for a nice double play. Wow, a really, really unlucky break for the LeBron James fan club there.
Yeah, but you gotta expect that. You gotta expect that to happen once or twice in these kind of games, you know. Especially
given Critter Madge is the infield, right? Like.
Yeah.
But. ball 1 to Blue Shy Guy. Star pitch comes out from Red Mage. It's going to be a slap hit right at Firebro for out number 1. Here comes Birdo. Now,
Birdo's
as great as that 6 spot was for the Simps, given the caliber of offense they are facing, it is not over.
No, not at all.
They have 2 more. Oh, what a nice defensive play from Bowser. Wow, that was flashy looking. Can Star Toadette come through here? Charge swing. Ball 1. Ball 2. Red Mage not able to find the zone against Toadette here. Throws a fastball for strike 3, but it's going to be cleanly fielded by Yellow Mage. And that's going to be the inning. And if there's one thing you wanted for some stability here, it was putting up a 0 after that crazy outburst.
All you can ask for, really.
Yep. And Birdo now going to be subbed out for the bottom of the 6th. Blue Toad going to check in, which I believe is going to remove the chemistry in the outfield. Toadette and Birdo will still have chemistry, but
that's right.
Birdo and I Am Steve will not. So any home runs hit to the left-handed pull side. Yeah, the left-handed pull side are going to be a lot trickier to deal with. And if there's one thing we know, the LeBron James fan club have 2 very dangerous left-handed pull hitters.
That's true. I didn't think about it like that, but
So,
yeah, you're right.
That is pretty scary. But if Blue Toad can work some magic here on the mound, it might not matter. If Cynthia gets out here, Critter diving for it, but not quite able to get to it. And folks, that will bring up Bowser with the tying run. Bowser represents the tying run with Cynthia on first here.
He'll take ball 1. I respect giving that.
Oh, Bowser, will you finally leave the park? You will not.
Wow.
Wow, Bowser really. You don't often see Bowser have an inability to get out of the field of play with his bat.
No, not really. And it really surprised me too with how much I seem to remember him hitting line drive home runs in the last season.
Yeah.
How we've only been seeing them pop up for balls that would otherwise be home runs on other stages.
Yeah. Oh, Blue Toad with a long. Oh my God, Blue Toad.
Out of here if they can't get it.
They will absolutely
they are
get to
getting
that.
time.
Yeah. But Blue Toad laying into one in a way that Bowser hasn't even really been able to.
I was about to mention that.
Which is crazy. But anyway, here comes Blue Pianta. Blue Pianta slap hit is not going to drop in front of Para. Para will get there. It's really looking like it's going to be a 2-run deficit, and it's going to come down to, can really Firebro do it in the bottom of the inning, right?
That's true. How many spots is he from?
He'll bat 4th in the inning, so they will have
Okay.
they will have to get at least 1 hit, which they were going to have to anyway, right?
Right.
Oh, I Am Steve going to find himself with a nice double here, though. Here comes Blue Critter. Now, any insurance runs you can tack on here are going to be massive. Blue Critter knows he's charging, and that line drive is going to hit the wall, folks. I Am Steve is going to score.
I Am Steve Will is going to come home. Yep.
And they're going to be down 3 now, are the fan club.
Yep. Massive insurance run considering the lineup ahead of them.
Yeah. Now, it's still doable. How fucking sick would it be to see a walk-off grand slam, Ryan? That's going to stay fair. Oh my God,
wow.
the walk-off
An
grand
extra
slam isn't
insurance
even a
run.
possibility now. Charlie going to drive in his 2nd run of the game.
Excellent night for him. Look at that. Just right on the chalk, or whatever
Just a
that is.
Beautiful spot to put it. It's, I don't know
What is
what
it?
it... Ghost chalk. I don't know.
Ghost chalk.
It looks good for the Simps here. 4-run lead in the top of the 7th, but there's some pretty scary hitters on the opposing side. So we'll see what happens, but... Oh, and Green Toad with a K! Wow! His probable only batter of the game has turned into was basically the most clutch out he could have gotten.
That's true.
Toad now facing Red Madge. Red Madge gonna be right at Critter for out number 1. Now Critter's had a masterclass of a game, defensively and offensively.
No, that's true. He's been absolutely killing it.
Julius Pringles. Oh, my mistake. Firebro Bats.
Oh, third.
Firebro Bats third. My mistake.
All right, that's yep. Nice little
Pringles
bloop single
going to
for
find his way
Mr.
onto
Julius.
first. Now, Firebro's scary, but you have the cushion here to give up a home run, which it looks like you're gonna do. So,
That one's tipping. That one's tipping
It's
into
gonna go foul.
into foul territory. Yeah.
and blue.
Oh, he lays
Wow,
one down.
a rare miss, and that's gonna be a
And that's gonna do it.
game-ending double play for Firebro. Wow. Looking like Royce Lewis in 2025.
Who, which one of them looking like
Firebro.
Bruce Willis? Firebro? Yeah, you're kind of right.
Royce Lewis is batting like 176.
Yeah, I know.
It's pretty grim, but Blue Critter gonna find himself with an MVP after, and just look at that game, all over the field, really.
Yeah, look at the score that everyone's putting up too.
Camsil19 redeemed. Call friend live on stream. All right, I got you.
Well, isn't that what we're doing right now?
No, I have to call a different friend.
Okay.
I know who to call.
Okay. Wait a second. You're gonna call Matt W?
No, no, no.
Okay.
You have reached.
Fucking Coltior didn't even pick up. It's crazy. Wow,
That's sad.
it's terrible. All right, folks. Our second game of the day here. We're gonna have the Pink Pony Ball Club, who put up a very dominant offensive showing last week, versus Green Shells and Croc, who I believe also found themselves with a win.
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, they both did.
Yeah, so hey, I am really excited to see this game. I think this is probably the premier divisional matchup in that division. Rochester, of course, is going to have something to say about that also, and so is Winona. Winona, after dumping H, of course, is feeling way better about themselves.
True, and relocating.
And the LeBron James fan club, a season after going 10-0, finds himself at 0-2. And you know what that means?
What does that mean?
It means that H has infected them with port disease.
Ah, that's true. Yep.
Cam said, I can't believe I spent my channel points on Golthior. Well, should have suspected that, asshole. Okay, where are you playing for your game, Prime?
Huh? We went to the jungle, I think.
Are you at night or during the day?
Wait a second. Did we might not have said. Let's just whatever you got it.
I'll just put it as night, it's fine.
Okay.
Well, folks, I tried to not put the two Luigi's Mansion games next to each other, and I accidentally did, so that's what we're getting.
Okay.
We have a Peach versus Daisy battle here. How do you feel about that?
Hey. Tommy, how do you feel about that?
Oh, I heard him!
Yeah.
Oh my god. Tommy! So precious. I love Tommy. What a beautiful
He's a good
cat.
boy.
How old is Tommy now?
Oh, he's. Well, how old is he? He's. Buddy, you're like born in 2009, I think, right?
Why don't you ask him yourself? Just be like, how old are you?
I did ask him, but he's not answering anymore.
He don't like you?
Oh, he don't like me no more.
How come you don't want me, man? Magic Koopa is actually going to be starting a pitcher this week. So C has decided this week to just let the fates decide, I guess. What am I missing? Luigi, beat Danklin, Hammer Bro, the horse, oh, Green Bones. And see, adopting the same strategy that I did last season, which is put Wario in the 9-hole and just let him do his thing on his own.
Leave the guy alone.
Is that a cat I heard? Yes, Ryan's cat Tommy. That's what you heard, Caitlin.
Yes, yes.
Ryan, send me a picture of Tommy and I'll send it to Caitlin.
Okay.
Tommy's like he's like an old man now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's pretty old. He's like, he's 16 now, I guess, if I was right about him being 2009 baby.
Wow. Now, how do you feel about, after game number 1, Blue Bones put on an insane offensive performance, right?
Yes.
How do you feel about the decision to reward that with a star this week?
I think that he's going to become an even scarier player.
I'm excited to see, but Peach versus Daisy on Luigi's Mansion. Here we go, folks. I forgot to edit the thing, so I got to do that. But here we go.
I will point out, though, that I do think that a starred Blue Bones potentially means that his slap hits go to the fielders. So there's like one potential drawback there.
That is true, but Peach on Daisy to lead it off here.
Oh, that's fascinating. Yeah, right. Giving the fans what they want right away.
Ryan Vale is asking, would Tommy call me slurs?
Why would he do that?
I don't think so. Tommy's a nice guy. I've met him.
But why would he do that?
Dude, Ryan, I was at Daniel's house today. He has 3 like energetic large huskies.
Oh yeah?
It's something for sure.
Sounds like a good time.
It was a good time, but they're like losing their winter coat, right? So they're shedding a lot.
Oh, yep.
And oh my god, triple? No.
Okay.
But I left and my jeans were covered in dog hair. Because one of them was like rubbing on me and one of them was like sniffing my balls. It was kind of a lot.
Okay.
But this looks pretty really outside of one miscue, the double play, Green Shells have found a lot of runners on base here to begin. And it looks like that will quite continue. The shell usage was almost perfectly placed, but it instead hits their own player in Hammer Bro.
Forgot about nerd emoji. Dude, I'm told he was 5 for 5 last night.
He hit a Wendy's, but like a super Wendy's 5 for 5. Here comes the nerd.
Can we get a Wendy's 6 for 6?
I sure hope not. And the nerd continues his perfect season.
Can.
Wow, is this really a perfect season for the nerd? I have to look. Wow, the nerd is 6 for 6, Ryan. Batting 1,000, slugging 1,000. I actually can't believe this. This is unprecedented.
Oh,
Caitlin, check Discord. I've sent you Tommy.
That missed attack will drive in the first run there.
Sure will. Bit of a miscue there in center field with Blue Bones. Nobody Nobody out still for the Pink Pony Ball Club. Yellow Pianta, Silver Slugger winner from last season, now up 2 with a runner on third. Ryan, it's starting to get to scary hours here.
It is looking kind of scary.
And Yellow Pianta going to show them exactly why. That's going to hit a headstone in the back. That's going to drive in 1, possibly 2. I think Yellow Toad's going to hold up at third here.
Yep,
But,
and Luigi's not going to try to throw him out either.
yeah. But here comes Red Toad following this into Red Pianta. And the Ball Club looked to be piling it
Oh,
on
and
early.
here comes the sub immediately. We have not recorded it now yet. However, we get to see Wario on the mound.
Ryan, Tommy is receiving compliments.
Yeah, he's a handsome guy.
Yeah, I've been told as much. First out of the inning recorded, but now without an RBI to go with it. And Red Pianta now looks to be potentially keeping the inning going here. First and third, it's just double Pianta action for Purple Toad.
I was going to say excellent read on that too by Yellow Pianta to actually continue down the line there.
It's true.
We'll see if he can get rewarded by coming home too, because now
Looks
he's only
like
90
he
feet away. It
will
looks
here.
like he will. Yep.
Red Pianta gonna hold up at second, but Yellow Pianta gonna come home on that Purple Toad single. And it really,
so
really
excellent-
looks, yeah, the Pink Pony Ball
Excellent
Club are piling it
advancement on
here.
him.
Anyone know why Wario came in over Daisy? Because it's RNG. I think it's just a higher chance. I don't think it's guaranteed.
All right. Well, there's that double play that they were probably hoping for a couple of runs ago, but that's a 4 on the board for excuse me, for the Pink Pony Ball Club.
I think it's just RNG between captains. I have no idea. There must be some kind of like small chance for them to not, Kim. Yeah, I agree. Okay, and green guy gonna really land like a much needed base hit there.
Yes.
There needs to be like, and I know we're in the second, but it really feels like the Shells are in need of some momentum here. Green boner. For a slap hit here, that's going to be a perfectly placed slap. And the nerd's going to get domed by a ghost.
Yeah, guy got spooked.
Now, Star Green Madge is interesting. We did see Madges potentially have some pop on this stage, but Green Madge going to immediately hit into a double play there. From the last game, we did see the Madges had some potential power on this stage, and this Madge is Star. Oh, Wario with a deep drive, but but like Bowser, it's just not gonna get out. It's just not gonna go anywhere.
Nope. All right, another 0 on the board for the Green Shells and Croc. And Will, so far, your read on the kind of season that the Ball Club will have is looking more true than not.
I saw things, Ryan. I saw things that are not. I saw things that scared me. I was shown the scrolls, and I'm horrified. I've seen the power of these fucking mushroom men.
You were like Jesus in the garden.
I was watching. Oh my God, Blue Boner just got yammed on by Hammer Bro. But I was watching a simulation of, and I need you to know, like, it wasn't just Yellow Toad. It was all 3 of them fuckers. Were just yamming it over the wall. Like, it was ridiculous.
Also, 7 for 7 for the nerd.
The nerd is ridiculous. I don't know what to say anymore. Oh, Yellow Toad. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's gonna stay in the park, but maybe the headstone cloud here is gonna be a little tricky. But Anglin
that
manages
fire.
to catch it before the ghost and the fire.
Wow.
That's impressive stuff.
I know. Yeah, that was like
To keep a 0 on the board.
That was
too.
like Boston in the 1700s right there.
That's true. Daisy gonna charge. Take strike 1 on the changeup. The nerd triangulated the angle to cause that bobble is nasty. Cam, I agree with you. If you left him starred, he hit it out. Gonna take a questionable strike one call. I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know what that guy's doing.
I still don't know what you're doing. Luigi gonna swing. Pianta can't get to it. And Luigi and Daisy on first and second. Followed up by Danklin here.
Gonna wind all the way up
We're
for
gonna
this
need to
one.
see some Danklin activity. And the nerd is gonna catch it and get hit by a fucking pow block. Luigi is safe back to first though. Just barely. Here comes Hammer Bro. Oh, Hammer Bro. Oh, Hammer Bro.
Oh, no way.
Wow, and that's...
They're not
not
gonna
even
get
going to
there
be
in
able to get
time.
to that.
Oh.
Hammer Bro with a huge knock here.
All right.
What
and
a shot.
Here's the answer. Here's the answer back by the Shells and Croc.
It is. We've seen a lot of success from the Bros specifically on this stage.
Yes.
Fire Bro with a 3-run shot earlier too. And with only one out, the horse has a chance to continue the inning here. Not gonna do it. Unfortunately, the horse doesn't have a hands, so swinging the bat is a little hard for him.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult.
Star swing from Shy Guy. It's gonna be picked up toad to toad. Around the head. Why is he moving so slow? Did you see that?
I think he was just he was so frightened by what he saw just a second ago that he had to ease it back to the dugout, you know.
Oh, here goes Pianta, folks. Looks like it might drift foul. I hope it does. Oh, it hits the top of the wall.
Oh wow.
I hope it does for Green Shell's sake, but that's still a tough break for Green Shells. And an even tougher
It does
one.
hit the spikes on the fence there.
An even tougher one for Pink Pony Ball Club, though. You would have loved to see that clear the fence in Cam's shoes.
You sure would have.
Red Toad gonna drop it right in front of the headstone, though.
That being said,
Yeah,
runner on third.
Hey, 2 runners on for Red Pianta. Love that.
Yep.
And Red Pianta
And
immediately follows
no
with,
way.
Oh, this looks like a big, big momentum changer. It's over the head of Benjamin Danklin on the buddy jump. And Red Pianta answers Hammer Bro's shot with one of his own. It's a long
This
bomb.
might be
It's
a
tough to
shoot-
see
this
the
might be a
ball out
shootout
there
out
in
of
the
a
night.
game, you guys.
And the ball club just have answers for everything, it feels like.
Absolutely been ready to fire back here. Oh, look at that. Looks like, yep. Double in the gap for Purple Toad here. Alright, Peach gonna just watch that one.
Oh, what a play. And Hammer Bro doesn't go for the double there. I think it could have
Yeah,
maybe happened,
actually-
but
Purple Toad had a good jump on that. I'm a little bit skeptical.
it's true. Oh, Hammer Bro
Oh, wow.
barely mistiming the jump. So Boo gonna find himself on first, Purple Toad at third, and Star Bones has a chance to really crack this one open here. Wario gonna do his best with the star pitch. There's strike one. Now, notably, stars from non-captains do
Cost more,
They
yes.
do take an extra star, so.
Oh, look at that. He's gonna come off the mound now for
Daisy.
Daisy
finally.
now. Yes.
Means it'll be Luigi next. The nerd has a chance to continue his excellent season, and he won't this time. That's going to be a double play. The nerd finally gets out.
Yes, he is. He is now 7 for 8. So, but I mean, like, you're still batting 875. So, can't complain, really. All right, that's
Quick
yep.
outs, yeah.
Short little shot right to the shortstop. I didn't think of which word was gonna come before shortstop there.
Voltior just DM'd me after I called him.
Yep. What's he saying?
He sent me a picture of Slenderman that says, "Please go to the woods."
Well, where are you gonna go after this game, Will?
The woods?
The woods we're gonna play?
We are gonna play. It's true. Yellow Toad coming up here. I don't like Yode either, so I'm not gonna call him that.
Yode. Oh no, definitely don't call him Yode. There's that first out there.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
really
Laser
that's been a
to the
tough
second
one.
s- to
That's
the
been a
base.
tough one for them to find, right? Like, oh,
That's true,
Red
actually.
Toad. It's gonna be fielded here, but no, it's not. Shy Guy choosing to attack, and that's going to lead to a single for Red Toad instead of an out.
I'm as surprised as you are. Still gonna come up short with that. And how many? Yeah, looks like we're gonna drive in one. That Red Toad's
Yeah.
probably gonna double
Oh,
back.
is this a double?
Oh,
No, Red
ooh.
Toad's gonna score. Wow.
Wow. Alright, if he swings at this, yep, looks like the inning's over.
Yep.
Yeah.
But the damage has been done in this inning. We're now, it's 3-10 now.
Yeah.
Ball Club don't show any sign of slowing down.
Nope, not at all.
The Shells can get some offensive consistency going here.
And wow, what a laser there. You see that star from Blue Bones there.
Luigi gonna slap it right past Red Toad here. Finding a single. Now, hey, it's only the 5th. There's plenty of chance to come back here.
And with a drive like that, you could be on your way.
Oh,
And
there's
excellent
a boo, which
boo
is gonna
placement.
send
Yep.
Luigi home, and Benjamin Danglin to second. I
Hold on,
think
this will be
Luigi's gonna
close.
beat this out with a close play. Yep.
Yep, there you go.
So
Luigi
an
with a little
RBI
celebration
there.
on home plate.
RBI there from Benjamin Danklin. And that's going to bring up
Yeah,
Hammer
look-
Bro with a chance to cut the lead to potentially 4.
Alright, he wants to star swing this one.
He sure does.
Well, assuming he wishes to swing at all.
No star swing there. Hammer Bro going to follow up. It's going to be a very loud out there.
That was, yeah, excellent play on Green Toad there. Not letting that one drop. Or excuse me, which toad was that?
It's green for the fan club. Wow, only one
Yeah,
run
not-
there.
Yeah, not letting that one drop. Excellent, excellent catch.
Star pitch coming from Daisy here. Will Boo swing at it? Boo will.
And he
that
takes
is
the
going to
bait.
Be out here. Hammer Bro going to catch it. And Daisy has really settled down, but it's just a matter of...
And another one. Is this inning over?
Folks, it sure is.
This inning is over.
But that's exactly the reason why you want Daisy on your team, is for innings like that. But what they don't tell you is that there's still a very long, way to go offensively here.
Yes, yeah.
But that's a good start. Oh, Pianza's gonna.
Oh,
What a play.
what a scoop.
Green Bones now up.
and he'll take strike 2 swinging.
Sure will. Green Bones hit it just a little bit too deep right to the nerd.
The nerd, excellent play behind the plate and in the field today.
Yup. Green mad?
And he's gonna take this next one too.
Yeah. It really has just been
It's been his night.
inability to get.
It's gonna be his mansion here in a second too.
I think the nerd is. It's gonna be the nerd's mansion. I think you're right because Luigi's gonna lose this game. He's gonna have to give it away.
You're
It's gonna be
right,
the nerd,
yeah.
right?
He bet his mansion on this game.
He did.
And alright, the nerd is now 8 for 9. And another excellent boo placement. Nerd's gonna make 3.
Wow, the nerd is having an unprecedented offensive season from me.
I know. Dude, if all nerds were like this, bullying would end.
There would be no more bullying. The nerds would be the one doing the bullying.
They would be.
Daisy looking to throw a star pitch here to Yellow Pianta. Yellow Pianta is going to take the bait. It's going to be a tough play, though, due to the shell.
Wait, nerd's going home!
The nerd has scored! Wow! The nerd tags up on the shell there, and that's going to be it for Daisy. We're going to see Luigi come in now.
Alright, in comes... Yep.
Red
Here
Pianta
comes-
has done some damage before.
He really has.
Can Red Pianta secure an MVP in this game right now? Looks like he will, folks. That's going to drive in a run and 2 runs and maybe even
man.
3. Yeah, that's going to be a bases clearing single, folks. The last one's going to be an out instead of a run, but you know. Actually, you're going to be safe. That's crazy. Wow.
He's not leading off, man. You don't have to throw.
It's true. Oh, what a play from Bro. Wow.
I thought he was going to leave that one alone. Yeah, yeah.
Same. Peach
And
is
yep,
going to
fair
drive
ball
in
down the
here,
right
too.
hand
Wow.
side.
Daisy just stood and watched that ball roll just like Cam Newton. Yep. That's true. That's going to be a double play.
And we're going to turn
even with
2.
the bad
There it
chem.
is. Yep, when they're that close, it doesn't really matter.
Doesn't really matter. It's true. And the last breath here for the Shells. They need 11 to win, 10 to tie. Can they come out with that in 1 inning? That would be a legendary
How much-
inning, Ryan.
Yeah, it sure would be.
But Wario's going to start things off with a single here.
Alright, that one is going to sneak past Red Toad there.
Okay, this is the start you want to see. Can Luigi maybe hit a star swing here?
His
He
preference
won't,
is
but the
almost to
slap
never
hit-
go for it.
The
But
slap hit is going to find the bases loaded here for Benjamin Danklin.
now, if this, well, even if there's a double play out of this, well, no, you want some people on base. But I just want to point out.
Oh, Red Toad! Wow!
Wow!
Wow, Red Toad!
I just wanted to point out that yeah, Hammer Bro is coming up, but
That
he is
saved.
significantly weakened for this next at bat.
That saved a run and maybe the game. And you know what? You're happy you weakened him, but still not quite gonna leave the field of play.
Yep. And
Foul block
the
gonna
nerd
come,
is
but
going to
it's
end
gonna
this
be
game.
just
Oh,
late.
hold on a second. Yep. Well, how about that? I was expecting these two teams to have a shootout here. It ended up being a 10. It started out that way. And the nerd, it doesn't get MVP. Look at that.
Yeah, it's going to be Red Pianta with that 3-run shot. Which I'm just as surprised as you are, honestly.
Yeah, the game doesn't know what it's talking about. That's what I think.
I agree. Well, Ryan, I'm going to get the next game started, and then I'm going to go to the bathroom. So,
okay.
You're going to have to entertain the chat for like 2 minutes while I'm gone. It's my team coming up.
You should get some batteries while you're at it.
Shut up. Oh, wait. That's still on stream. We don't want to see that.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to see that.
No.
Pull down the curtain, Will.
All right, Ryan. Our next game, I feel like, is kind of the Aura Bowl.
The Aura Bowl?
Not necessarily the two best teams in their division, because I don't think they are. I think the two best team, the best team in our division is the Simps. But it's the two teams that have the most hype moments in Aura, I think. It's Baseball's Piercing versus the Metro Kingdom Kongs.
And where else? At the jungle, in the jungle.
It has to be in the jungle. We're visiting. It's an away game for Baseball's Piercing. We're headed to the jungle to play the Kongs on their home turf. And you know what?
Yes.
Couldn't ask for more, I don't think. Should be a great game. I'm excited for the Aura Bowl.
I'm happy you're excited. I'm sad you'll be missing some of the first of it.
All right. Well, Ryan, do you have any thoughts on this game?
Not particularly. I'm just interested to see how these two find each other in this game, because I feel like both of you are a little bit you're not sure where your rosters are, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. I do also think there's a few things I'm still trying to decide. There's a few things Val's still trying to decide, right? Like it's kind of a weird transition period, I think. But we will prevail. And you will see a win for Baseball's Piercing tonight, I think. And I'm biased because it's my team, but you know.
Ooh, there's a discussion going on about pitching in the chat over here.
That's true. Kong plays first. Scodward catches. Okay, I have the order. I have the lineup. Did I get this right? Yeah, I did.
W.
Fucking up my own team would be really funny. Alright, folks, here comes game number 3. Nighttime Jungle. Here we go. I'm going to hit transition. I'm going to go to the bathroom. We'll see y'all back in a second.
Alright.
Baseball's Piercing, Metro Kingdom Kongs. Entertain the chat.
Alright, welcome to this home game here for the Metro Kingdom Kongs versus the visiting Baseball Piercing. First batter up is Yoshi, who I can't remember how he did last season, folks. Sorry, but he has good slap hits. Unless he's hitting them right to the shortstop. And you gotta love starting with Toadsworth, watching his very, very slow fastball come up the plate. Is that gonna be 3 for? That's gonna be 3 for Shamar Moore right there. Excellent way to start off the game if your first name is Shamar and your last name is Moore. And Critter really doesn't have to do a whole lot here at the plate. Just get one over. Yeah, I was gonna say, get one over the infield and you're golden. That being said, this guy is known to hit it a little over everything. Watch that one for strike one. This one's coming towards him. Alright. He lets that one go for a 1-1 count. That one is going to tip foul here. Those huge foul poles, notably, if you hit them at all, counts as a home run. And wow! He will simply watch strike three and toss his scepter in anger. I didn't realize that animation played that way. Alright, Boomerang Bro. Notably, he's the weakest of the bros with batting power, and he's gonna fly out to center there. I guess more. No, he's gonna line out. That was a line out. Alright, in comes the bloop single here for Diddy Kong. And Paragoomba is one of these pitchers who throw you a couple balls in a row. He's not scared to. That's gonna land fair. And oh, Diddy Kong doubles back. He was not confident that that fireball was gonna hit. Godward here in the batter's box. Take strike one. And he'll slap this one not to Yoshi. It looks like Diddy Kong's coming home. And with that missed attack.
That's a fucked up thing to come back to. I heard a strikeout from the other room, by the way.
It sure was a
Get him,
strikeout
Smart.
of K-Rool.
K-Rool struck out?
Yeah, he watched strike three and threw his scepter on the ground.
Come on, buddy.
That's I didn't realize
I get that he's trying to
animation
do his
played that
best
way.
Adam Dunn impression, but like, come on, buddy. Oh god, Funky with 2 runners on. We gave up a run already. Oh, nice!
Oh,
Wow,
wow.
K-Rool made up for it.
All right.
What was the situation when K-Rool struck out? Was there a runner on?
One runner on, yes.
Could have been up 2-0. That's sad. You have to yam that over the drummer and center, Red Critter. Come on. Well, seems like you heard me.
And yep, line out to left.
All right, Lenny. Let's see it. Gonna slap it. Tiny Kong with a really nice play at second. The Kongs find themselves up 1-0. In a decent spot here, honestly. As long as you can continue to get solid work on the mound from Toadsworth, you're gonna feel good about it.
And look at he is crowding the plate.
Para blocking the whole screen. No, oh, Para!
Yeah.
Whole
Hold
Para!
on a
That's
second.
gone!
Yep, that's
Red
touching the foul pole.
Paratroopa.
Yep.
First homer of the season for him. First homer of the season for anyone not named King K. Rool on this Baseball's Piercing team. But Para has just tied the game at 1. And that's one of the things about Jungle. Those short corners there are so good for hitters of Para's profile.
Yep. Allows him to get one in.
Paragoomba gonna slap and miss the barrel.
Yep.
But
Short little ground out there, but
Para has evened it
That's
up.
it.
And you know what? The inning, this team has been built up on the long ball. Last season, Baseball's Piercing was one of the biggest long ball merchants in the whole league. They had King Boo and King K. Rool, both of whom finished with, I think it was between 6 and 8 home runs. Which that's a lot for this league, right?
it sure is.
For context, the league leader last season had, I believe, 10.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you had 2 elite level power hitters, and that was basically just your whole offense.
Uh-huh.
And this season is more of the same, right? You have 2 critters and K. Rool, and now even the depth is starting to hit homers. But Red Critter here, gonna turn 2.
Yep, that will advance. That will
Toadsworth.
advance a baby to third there. So
Sure will,
we'll see
and
if
here
that
comes the
speed comes in
owl.
handy for the Kongs.
The owl having to echolocate the ball. That's a bat, actually, not an owl. I fucking lied. But the owl is able to rotate his head 360 degrees. Really horrifying thing if you've ever seen it.
No, that's true. That's true. And what? Interesting.
Toadsworth getting all the calls today. This ump is bullshit. But Tiny Kong with a couple nice plays at second here.
Good pickup by Tiny Kong, I must agree.
Slap hit from Yoshi. Looks like what is coming, but Yoshi is going to slap. It's going to go opposite field.
And yep,
Boomerang Bro going to clean that up. And now here comes Shamar.
Boomerang Bro is the one who taught all the bros how to do that thing with their items.
It's true, and I just looked at Instagram, and Shamar Moore had foot surgery, so
So
that
he's
able to be back for this game. But he is
thank
going to find a
goodness.
single. His running speed might be a little hampered, but he said he still is chasing his daughter in circles. So that's good to hear. He's still hot and bald. That's all I care about, really. Green Critter.
Yes.
Yams it, but it's right at Economical, who thankfully takes a shell. He deserved it.
Well, he took the shell, but he didn't get run over by the flaming barrel, though.
Well, it's a good point. He kind of took the lesser of 2 evils. Actually, get hit by the barrel in the future, will you? And Para, after giving up a run in the first inning, got himself out of a jam in the second. A lot of base runners given up here from Para. Don't love to see that, but
That's a shot down the center, yep.
it is. And Lenny gonna field that cleanly. Diddy Kong now up. Now Diddy Kong is
He
gonna
wants a star swing here.
Looks like he will get it. The banana slammer coming out here. Critter chasing it all over the place. And wow, the drums are gonna get to Lenny. And that's gonna be first and third now for Tiny Kong. Take strike 1. Gonna be a slap hit. Critter bobbles it, and that's just enough time.
Oh, yep.
Does get Diddy, but that's just enough time for Boomerang to make it home after the POW.
Great power usage right there.
Godward crowding the plate a little bit. Critter gonna dive, but it's too late. And Lenny going to absorb that shell full body contact.
Yep, Tiny will not use it to advance, though, so runners at first and second.
Funky with a chance here to really break this game open. If he lays into one, that's Star Funky Kong, folks. We are gonna see it. However, it looks buddy jumpable to me. Para and Lenny ready. It's over the head of Lenny.
Oh, they miss it!
Funky with a 3. That's just too high for the buddy jump. That's exactly what you were hoping to do by starring Funky there.
Yeah, let's have a look at this.
Funky hits a deep shot there. Lenny Kravitz just not even close, really.
No, not at all. Alright, big thumbs up for the camera, and nah, I'm finished, says Paragoomba.
Yep, Paragoomba's done. Yoshi gonna come in. Paragoomba gonna take his place at second, and the Kong's up 5-1 now. Slap hit here. Critter with a really nice play.
Ooh, alright. Now that's what Critter gets the big bucks for.
Yep, that is why Red Critter is one of the highest paid players in the league. Paid in, of course, raw meat. 'Cause
Of
that's
course.
alligators-
What else?
That's what they eat.
Yes.
Happy Pride Month, by the way.
Happy Pride Month. Yep, that's gonna be fielded there by Paragoomba.
Cleaned up with Funky Kong with a jam. And that's...
Yep, and King K. Rool coming up here in the first slot. Good news for the Kongs because he can't have anyone else on base if he's gonna hit this one out.
Toadsworth with the start pitch is gonna be a little faster, but not that much faster. We went from 20 miles an hour to 30 there. K. Rool with a sharp liner. It's gonna be over the head of the owl and hit the wall. K. Rool only gonna make it to first because he's the slowest motherfucker ever conceived. But
This is true, and the old man's coming out.
yep, Toadsworth gonna sub for Diddy Kong. with a runner on, which I think is smart, given Red Critter is starred and looks ready to hit it over the fence. Take strike one. No star there. Red Critter. Wow. And remember when I said he looks ready to hit it over the fence? It's going to drift just foul, though.
Yep, we'll see if he can. Hold on, here
Banana
comes
slam
another.
right here. This is one that they often swing through. Red Critter will not, but Funky looks like they can play it. And he will for the foul out. You don't often see a foul out.
Nope, not at all. And you got to see Red Critter disappear into the dugout there. And here comes. This pitch has been doing. Okay, hold on a second.
Lenny Kravitz. But
Oh, hold on.
Gonna make it
King
to
K. Rool's
second.
held up.
By the POW ends up hitting King K. Rool. Red Para has done a lot of damage this game. The only run of the game belongs to a Red Para solo home run.
All right. Well, that was an expending of all of Diddy Kong stars right there.
It sure was. And folks, Red Para for some reason tried to run for second. I could not tell you why. Lenny had held up on second fully. There was nowhere to go. Here comes Paragoomba. Would love to see maybe a star swing right back up the middle here. Not going to get that, but Paragoomba is going to solidly line it for a single. Okay. I had to hold my breath there for a second. Red guy now coming up.
Too.
No stars on Diddy Kong. Now we're looking at Red guy really needs to find some outfield grass, and he won't. The bases were loaded, but Red guy could not convert. We're going to head back to the Metro Kingdom Kongs in the bottom of the fourth here.
All right, let's find out what Toadsworth is made of. All right, he will take a blazing strike one.
For his standards, that's blazing, yeah.
You see, I'm used to them coming at his speed now. You
Here
know.
comes the owl. Hoot.
A hoot and a holler for the owl as he
And
drives
Lenny-
one into center field.
Lenny plays this beautifully off the root. No chance for an extra base there. Boomerang Bro now coming up. Boomerang Bro did have a homer last week. Looks like that will continue. There's no chance.
Wow.
Absolutely no chance. Boomerang Bro yams it way out of here into probably into Yoshi Park. Like, look at this.
You might be right. Yeah.
Look at how far that
Yeah,
goes. Jesus. And the Kongs are going to find themselves up 7-1 here.
I think the wise man standing up in those mountains heard that.
I think there's a wise man in the mountains. I think he's wise.
Sure is.
You think there's a thinker in the mountains?
Oh, for sure. I'll bet you there's a couple of them.
Now there's a lot. Oh no. The green critter not even able to make a play either. Now here comes Scodward.
He is
Critter
going
with
to.
a nice
Okay,
play,
Critter
that's-
comes up with this one.
Yep, that's going to be a double play. The star arm from Paragoomba is excellent.
Yeah, absolutely helped to make that play happen.
Sure did. Top of the order coming up here. We're going to need to see a big inning. I'd love to see 4 runs or more here from my team. Yoshi going to start things off with a single. Now, if Shamar can get things going also, I would love that. Shamar Moore, I know you just had foot surgery. Let's see what happens here. Slap hit from Shamar. That's going to drop down in front of the Owl. Yoshi gonna
Oh, but Yoshi's gonna be out at second.
Owl with
yeah,
the
he thought
quick
that one
throw
was
there,
gonna-
yeah.
Yeah, didn't think that Yoshi thought that one was not going to drop like it did.
Green Critter with a line drive. That's going to hit the wall, and the boo is going to allow Shamar to advance to third and Critter to second. Shamar going to try and score, and it looks like he will.
Look at that foot surgery coming in clutch.
Yeah, the foot surgery allowed him to run. He scored from first on that play, Ryan.
Yeah. Shout out to Shamar's daughter too.
Yeah, shout out to Frankie. That's her name. The circles that he runs around her really keep him in shape.
Yes.
K. Rool with another sharp liner. Green Critter looks like he's gonna score now, and all of a sudden, Baseball's Piercing starting to get something cooking here. With Star
This
Red
is what
Critter
you wanted
coming
to
up
see
and a
if you're the
runner on.
boss.
Oh, my balls are feeling it, Ryan. My hashtag balls are pierced. Now Star Funky.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Oh, that's a deep
And
shot.
that's a
It's gonna
deep
hit the
drive.
wall. K-Rool gonna end up on second because he's slow as shit. No chance of advancing.
Wait, what's he doing?
No idea. Now Lenny with only one
Oh.
out here. Love to see a star swing from Lenny here. We won't see one. We're gonna see a slap instead, and Tiny's gonna pick it up for 2 to end the inning. Jesus Christ. Fuck you, Lenny.
Yeah, Lenny putting up as many outs as he has balls pierced for this inning.
Funky with a jam shot right at Lenny. He's looks like he's
Oh,
out. He gets
wow.
thrown out 8-3.
It doesn't get any better than that for a center fielder, you know? And is this gonna be another shot? Wow. Two excellent cross-field plays to start this inning.
Absolutely.
And they tried to make it 3 in a row.
Ellsworth gonna swing through strike 1 from Yoshi. Swing through strike 3 from
And-
Yoshi.
wow.
Yoshi with a rare K, and now he's showing ass too. My team is freaky. Red Para now up against Funky. Funky with the star brings a little bit of heat. As you can see, Red
Sure
Para
does,
not able to
yeah.
catch up to it here. Gonna swing over the head of Tiny, and that's gonna be a continuation of it. Oh, never mind.
Never mind, yeah.
Owl with another outfield assist there. Hi, Tommy.
He's a big baseball fan, this guy.
Is he?
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Para will not be able to beat that one out, and
Well,
it really.
didn't catch that one, despite the shadow being displayed on the floor there.
All right, Red Guy, if you can get on and take it back to the top of the order here, I like our chances. Looks like he will, folks. Gonna drop right in front of Baby DK. Red Guy finds himself on first. Here comes Yoshi and Shamar and the Crocs. Yoshi with a slap hit that's deep. Red Guy not gonna try and run for third, but Shamar Moore post foot surgery has a chance to really add something here.
See how he likes this, Yep, okay, take strike 1. And here comes the star pitch.
And he swings right at it. And with the shell, Red Guy is gonna come around and score. And now Green Critter and K-Rool are due up. And this is exactly the part of the lineup where we saw an offensive outburst last inning. See what happens here. Green Critter
this
coming
is good
up.
news. You do have 2 outs, though, so you have no room to play.
That's true. This big 2-out rally, though, from Baseball's Piercing shows us that they're still in it. Green Critter with a deep shot. Will this be able to be buddy jumped? Looks like it will, and Economical going to grab it right at the wall. Green Critter. Tough.
Economical yet to be hit by a flaming barrel tonight, too.
Which really pisses me off, if I'm honest with you. The Owl coming up, followed by Boomerang Bro, who did a lot of damage. Oh, what a play from Para.
Yep, look at that. Excellent diving catch. Alright, as a pitcher, this is a scary face to see, but
Sure is.
see
And
how you-
Boomerang Bro going to show you exactly why there with a ball that's going to roll all the way to the wall, but only ends up with a single. And now here comes the supposedly light-hitting Diddy Kong, but he's been better than that. Swing through strike 1. No stars on deck. No potential for the Banana Slammer here. Diddy looking like he's not going to need it, but Red Guy is going to be able to get under it here. Boomerang Bro, however, will be safe at first. Here comes Tiny. Followed, of course, by Scodward and Funky. Tiny with a jam shot. That looks deep,
hold on a
folks.
second. Oh, but
It's gonna be
oh,
fair,
wow.
but the buddy throw with the quick throw looks like
Yep,
that will
he'll hold
hold
up at third.
bare minimum hold. Oh, but Boomerang get thrown out by the quick throw. Shamar with a nice play there to hold the score at 7-4. But folks, the piercings are still down.
Piercings are still down, and can we talk about K? Whoa! Look at that.
Over the head of Economical.
What a
It's
swing.
just a single.
Yeah.
Val says, I am a terrorist. What does that mean?
Wait, is Val saying that they themselves are the terrorists, or are they calling you a terrorist?
The chat says you are a terrorist.
Okay. I don't know what's being communicated.
How
here,
am I?
though.
Explain that to me one time if you can. Lenny, you need to come through here. There's one time you're gonna come through, Lenny. It's gotta be right now, okay? Can Lenny Kravitz, I need you. Lenny, if your balls are pierced, show it to me. Lenny's balls are pierced, folks. Holy shit. And Red Para? The winning run at the plate in Red Paratroopa? Can you imagine this Red Para game if he hits it out here?
Get, a second home run from this guy? That'd be crazy. And he is
Maybe
nope. He's gonna drive one
pick it
deep.
up, but K-Rool is gonna score somehow.
He's gonna haul his way over there. Yeah.
Val says this is bad as Paragoomba, the rally killer, comes up.
Well, he is starred, so we'll find out here. And
That's
that
another
could be
fucking double play. You're so ass. You're actually like you're a baseball terrorist, Paragoomba. Wow, that's crazy. Funky, not the MVP. It's gonna be Boomerang Bro and Tiny Kong.
Oh, dude, does Tiny ever stop dancing? Hold on a second. No, she does. Okay. That animation takes so long. I thought she just like kept. I thought that it like kept on repeating.
Paragoomba is a baseball terrorist. I'm convinced.
Oh, there you go. That's what that meant.
I don't know what to do about him. He's awful. Agonizingly bad. But you know what?
What are we gonna do about this guy?
I don't know. We're gonna play?
We're gonna play.
Alright, you know what? Hey, Ryan. What if I told you
hey,
that
Will.
there's one more game tonight, and it involves a team that you're very familiar with?
Sure am. Chance and Chance versus Rochester Red Rapidash. I gotta say, I'm a fan of having these two teams with a location in their name square off today. I'm a fan of the name plus some noun. I think that's my favorite way of setting up a team.
I think it's good, yeah.
Dude, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do if I move?
You're gonna have to change your name again.
Yeah, I know.
Now, these two teams have decided on DK Jungle.
That's right.
And I said in my write-up that if the Metro Kingdom Kongs find offensive consistency, our division is going to turn into absolute chaos. And my Wiimote has run out of battery.
Oh, did you bring some batteries back from the when you went to the bathroom? Will we ever get our answer? Someone pinged me. Oh, what's Ann saying?
question, Ryan. I don't need to bring batteries back because I have them in my bullshit box right behind me.
Hey, okay.
So, we fixed it. The Wiimote batteries finally needed to be replaced after many eons.
And at long last, now you have battery corrosion all over your hands.
Oh, finally. Been waiting for this.
Yep, time to time to not wash your hands anymore.
Yes. How'd you know?
Oh well, I just figured you were kind of on that streak already.
I have a viewing streak going, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I feel like that's pretty obvious.
Yeah,
right?
how did I not know about this one? That's crazy.
You haven't seen me in a little bit.
I guess so. Did you start it when I
Oh.
started from the last time I saw you?
Yeah. Also, folks,
Oh, not
we're
bad.
seeing someone emerge from the shadows in this game.
Huh?
S is making his first appearance.
Oh, yes. Okay, I thought you were gonna say like thought you were gonna say that like someone was home, you know, like someone was in your house and was gonna sneak up on you and kill you.
There is a man that has appeared, and I'm scared.
Is he a large burning man?
No, because then I couldn't be a fireman.
Of course, and we all know that you are a fireman.
Yeah. This is Goomba. Now, who my only star is King Boo. Okay. Okay, folks, we're about to get into the last game of the night here. Ryan, you have anything
Let's
to say
do
to the
it.
people?
I put in a lot of research into how best to handle this one, so I'm hoping it goes well
Did
tonight.
you put in a parlay?
Huh? Yes, yeah. My money is on the line. You know how Luigi bet his mansion tonight? I'm betting my totaled car.
Oh, hey.
So you're gonna get like $500 out of that.
Oh, I just noticed you're not playing both your bones.
No, had to sub one of them out tonight.
Interesting.
To make
Now,
this,
S, is that bones potentially on the trade block?
Oh, I'm not so certain about that. I think we're gonna have a bit of a winding rotation here.
We're gonna have to have a bit of a look-see.
Okay,
Is that what I'm gathering here?
one might say that. One certainly could say that.
Donkey Kong, Yellow Guy, Koopa, Gray Bones, S, King Boo. Well, folks, here we go. Last game of the night. S has emerged off the bench.
Yes.
We're in the jungle. Welcome to the jungle, folks.
Welcome to the jungle. You're gonna die.
The Chanhassen champs, Rochester Red Rapidash. Goomba, after coming off a complete game, is on the mound once again.
His
Comes Wiggly.
his longevity has been surprising.
Oh, Wiggly gonna lead things off with a deep shot, but it is going to be covered by S Fancy Sim in center. Mandy now up. Strike one to Mandy.
Oh, take strike two. Wide curve in. And looks like, yep.
Yep, now Brown Critter is occupying the star slot this week.
Okay, yep. I saw that cannon of an arm there, so I sort of wondered that myself.
Oh, Yellow Yoshi It's gonna go foul, but that is deep for Yellow Yoshi. Now 2 outs here. Yellow Yoshi is not going to find the outfield. Brown Critter right there, and we are headed into the bottom of the first for Mario, Red Yoshi, and Bowser Jr.
Mario's gonna wind all the way up before before King Boo so much as twitches his arm.
Yellow Shy Guy finds his way all the way over. DK.
DK stanced up over there, you see that?
He is, it's true. Yellow Guy not quite gonna dive for that. Mandy gonna field it, but Red Yoshi on first with a single. Here comes Bowser Jr. and Petey and Brown Critter, the offensive core of this team. And Bowser Jr. gonna show you why right there. Advancing Red Yoshi to second and bringing up Petey Piranha with nobody. 1 out, sorry. And wow.
However,
It is
can they
buddy
get there in
jump.
time?
Wow.
They got it.
A nice play from Mandy there. Basically, the apex of the jump there. Petey not quite able to get it high enough.
Yeah.
And Wiggly and Mandy, an outfield pairing from last season that saw quite a bit of play.
Yep, 2 that I determined were going to be useful for this game in particular.
That makes a lot of sense. That's going to be off the wall. Yoshi plays it very nicely, but Red Yoshi is still going to come in and score.
I think, yeah, that's about as good as well as he could have played that, I think.
So Star Brown Critter putting in some work here, driving in the first run of the game. Now Goomba, who makes a really funny noise when he comes up to bat. That's about all I can say about him. Gonna swing
Goomba.
at it, and actually it leaks through the hole in the middle. And that's gonna drive in. That's gonna drive in Bowser Jr., folks. No. 2 runners on for Dog Smith. And looks like Dog Smith will convert as well. That's going to be a 3rd run scored in the bottom of the first here. Really, really big bottom of the first here off King Boo. He won't be subbed just yet.
Nope, that star gives him a little bit more endurance, which
Sure
I
does.
think
Yellow
is very
Guy
useful.
able to come
Yep.
up with a very crucial last out there.
Yeah, we'll see if he stays on for any of the second inning, though. It's very possible he subs out right away.
Here comes DK. Now DK is a big masher. Was one of the game's elite power hitters last season, as well as one of the game's elite relief pitchers last season.
Yes, I expect him to play that role today.
He will need to do both, it seems like, with this early lead.
Hold on, 16-bit says that the order is wrong. The batting order is wrong.
Did I mess it up?
Don't restart though.
What did I do wrong? Let me look. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Yeah, okay. I see what I did wrong. I just flipped Goomba and Dog Smith.
Ah.
Everyone else is good. It's just those 2. Can we get a star coin as compensation for this fuck up? We'll see what Cam says.
Okay. We'll see if King Boo. Yeah, looks like he's coming up
I'm
the mountain
guessing
now.
probably not.
Hey, hold on.
Stay in. And still throwing nasty curves.
And he'll give Mario his second strike here.
Yellow Guy.
Yeah, excellent play by him. And he'll pick up the 3rd.
Wow, nice.
It's a 1,
nice
2,
work
3 inning for King Boo.
Really nice work from Yellow Shy Guy there to get them out of that jam. Or not really out of a jam even, just really to calm King Boo down, settle him in as a pitcher.
True.
And now you have Bones and S and King Boo, the white men coming up. Well, S isn't white, but you know what I mean.
I get what you mean.
Yeah. Oh, Bones with a jam shot.
That's a deep shot.
It is. Looks buddy jumpable, and they will get there. But you love to see that from Bones. Showing off that power there.
Yeah.
A nice play from S. Fancyson and Red Yoshi. And now S up to bat, his first at-bat of the season. Oh, Petey with a really nice defensive play there.
Yup. If you hit that ball anywhere near him, you have to expect that.
Yeah, here comes King Boo. Now, King Boo had a lot of success hitting for power on this stage for baseball's piercing last season.
That's true.
But unable to convert there, and we're going to head back to the meat of Rochester's order with King Boo still in, by the way.
Wow, yeah.
Mandy going to be under that.
Alright, no way he makes it through third. What? He made it through a third show of fatigue? That's crazy.
That is ridiculous, yeah. Well, he has settled in quite a lot after that early start from Rochester. He has really managed to find a groove here and retire Rochester's hitters in short order. However, this does look buddy jumpable. And
Yeah,
it
they
will
have
be.
more than enough time to make that work.
Nice play from Mandy there. And King Boo, after allowing 3 in the first inning, has settled in to not allow any over the next 2.
Yeah, excellent work by him tonight. Top of the order here for the champs.
That's true, but you told me not to restart, man, so at this point I believe it's too late.
And that's going to be a bloop single for
Wiggler, yeah.
For main guy. Yeah.
We found out that there's a flying Wiggler in Mario Party 7 earlier. Ant like lost his mind.
That's beautiful.
He was like, the Wiggler can fly?
I saw that. I didn't know what he was talking about. Now I do.
Yeah. We were playing Mario Party 7 and there was a Wiggler with wings.
I'm sure Ant was very happy.
Oh, he was so happy. It was amazing. But Yellow Yoshi really showing off this opposite field strength down the line, but not quite. And Brown Critter,
yeah,
no chance for a play there.
I was thinking that he might use that cannon of an arm.
That's true, but I don't think it would have quite been fast enough. The only critter in the league that has the only critter that's playing shortstop in the league that has the potential to make that play would be Red Critter with the chem at first, but no such chem here. So, oh, what a play!
Oh, Dog Smith gonna leap and get that one.
And the defense from Rochester here has really, really been able to back up this early offensive output.
That's true.
Goomba gonna swing. DK gonna pick it up and fire over to first. Notably, King Boo is still on the mound.
This is his 4th show of fatigue. He is going to stay there. There's no way.
This is unbelievable. What a gutty performance from Star King Boo here. But I believe that single from Dog Smith is probably going to end King Boo's night.
That probably does it. Yep.
It doesn't.
What?
Wow. That's unbelievable. King Boo's still in the game. Yellow guy, and they're going to turn 2 to end the inning to back up their tired pitcher. This is a ridiculous defensive show. Now, if only they could get some offense going.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, after letting 3 go in the first inning, usually that's enough to get King Boo out of the game, but he's been staying put the rest of the time, and here is a left field
It's going to be a double.
double.
Yellow guy.
Left field double for Yellow Guy.
Leading things off here very nicely. Now you have Koopa and Bones following. Looks like they are gonna take out the lead runner at third.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to outrun that arm, I don't think.
Absolutely not. And Bones showed off some power last time. With a friend on base, maybe he can get it above the buddy jump this time, but chooses to slap instead right to Red Yoshi. Now the rest of this inning is all on S here. What can he do? Take strike one is what he can do.
Take strike one.
Not gonna be over
right
the inning.
to
Wow.
who else?
Just a ridiculous pitching plus defense performance from Goomba and the infield here. And there goes King Boo, finishing 4 innings somehow before DK comes in. I could not tell you how.
Yeah, I can't really tell you how either.
DK gonna start the bottom of the 5th. King Boo gonna be asked to make a defensive play and will, especially with the chem from short to first there.
Yes. Yep, that's why I called up S.
You got some S advice? You gave him a call?
No, I called him up from the minors, you know?
Call him up from the what?
Hey, hold on. Hey, oh.
Hey, let's chill out a little bit here. But now this is what you want to see. Red Yoshi swings and is able to make solid contact that is going to be... Oh, just
What?
barely misses. Mario barely makes it to second, beating out the diving yellow guy. It was a beautiful defensive play, but he just couldn't quite turn 2.
Alright, Wisely gonna use a barrel here.
Yep. Will he
Not
throw
gonna
another?
get a swing here.
Not this time. Wow, that's strike
Oh.
2. That's insane. He's gonna
Alright,
throw
Bowser
it
Jr.
here.
Bowser Jr. wants a star swing too.
Oh, and this is the perfect counter to something like DK here.
Mario's gonna come home.
Sure is, and he'll easily make it there. Did you throw it to second? You did. Bowser Jr. gonna be forced back to
Hey, he might
first.
be out here.
You are out. Wow, the chem from King Boo to S. Despite the run scoring, they're able to get out of the inning, but 4-0 now instead of 3-0. Deficit keeps getting larger. Gotta find some offense at some point. Can King Boo, who hits the mat as soon as he comes in?
He does hit the mat! Oh no! He really does!
It's a deep shot from King Boo. It's gonna hit the wall. He's only gonna end up
It's
on
gonna
first.
bounce off the roof.
And I could not tell you what was going on with S Fancy sitting there. He decided to start vibrating. That was interesting. But anyway,
It was interesting, yeah.
after he finished vibrating, ended with a single for King Boo there. Wiggler now up with a friend on first and a friend behind. There is going to be a double play turned here, though. Wiggler is not going to beat that out.
Wow, I thought he was gonna beat it out, yeah.
Mandy and Yellow Yoshi. Followed by DK, the other big fucker. Oh, the fire!
And, okay,
Nice,
Mandy
nice,
makes it on
nice.
just... Yeah.
With 2 outs, Yellow Yoshi asked to shoulder a bit of offensive load here. Can we see a star swing? We can't. But if Yellow Yoshi gets on, DK can potentially do some work to chop this lead down, which is what you would want to see as a fan of the champs. But what? The weirdest bobble I've ever seen in my life still ends in an out. I'm being told from the chat that Star Wiggler is a play.
Maybe.
DK facing Petey now. Petey gonna hit a deep shot. It's gonna drift just foul. Luckily, that would have been a line drive home run there. That's not a line drive, but it sure will be a home run unless Mandy can get over there fast. Looks like she will, and Yellow Yoshi.
Whoa!
What
wow.
a buddy jump.
That
Just
what
perfect.
hustle.
Just perfect hustle there from Mandy. Barely gets there in time. Nice play.
Look, Yellow Yoshi had to jump before Mandy was there to make that work.
That's true. Brown Critter.
Alright, Mandy put to the test again.
This one might be too high. They're not even going to try. Brown
what?
Critter. I can't believe it. Brown Critter with a home run there.
No way. No way. No way. No way.
Just barely
Okay.
drops foul. Just over the head of King Boo. Goomba continuing actually a very solid all-around game for him today. 6 shutout innings on the mound and I believe 3 hits.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
That's
All
going
right.
to be double play
That's
to
gonna
end
be
the
2
inning,
though.
but
Yep.
5 runs on the board now, and you know, 5 runs on the board, 5 guys, 5 nights at Freddy's, 5 big booms. there's a lot to think about here, right?
So many things to consider. 5 stars each.
5 stars. Yep, 5-star review on Yelp. You know, there's a lot, right? It's a lot to
And
consider.
is that a?
DK
off
gonna
the
end up
wall.
with a single. You're gonna have to bat around if you want to win this, though. Yellow guy, it's gonna be over the head of Critter. DK,
Oh, but
why did you
DK is
go
gonna
back
be
to first?
out from
The
my-
H
out-
the H poisoning has not yet left the Chanhassen champs.
It really hasn't.
The questionable base running decisions are still there, even after the departure of H, the master of questionable base running decisions. And questionable batter's box decisions, too. Oh my god!
That's still gonna drift foul, but
There was a chance for that to hit the top of the pole, maybe.
that's true. That's true.
Which is what I was looking for. But Bones with a deep shot. If you use the boo successfully, you won't. And folks, Bones just barely
Coming up short.
yeah, just barely can't quite get it over the outstretched arms of Red Koopa there on the buddy jump. And that was, and once again, it's all on S. Do you have trust in S?
The shortstop and second baseman give me a lot of
but
worry.
S comes through with a single, but it's not
Oh,
enough.
no,
The attack, the outfield assist there. And that's a shutout. 7 shutout innings from Goomba in this one. I can't believe that. That's ridiculous.
No, me neither.
Well, folks, I feel like we learned quite a bit today.
What have we learned, Will?
That Goomba is having a Linsanity run, basically.
He kind of is.
Also, that S is not to be trusted.
Maybe not.
But you know what? Ryan, thank you for coming on.
Hey, it's been good.
Hey, I appreciate you. That's gonna be game 2 tonight of the Superstar Sluggers League. Wins, of course, today by Rochester, the Pink Pony Ball Club, the Metro Kingdom Kongs to improve to 1-1, and the Shine Central Simps. So we're gonna see, we have 3 2-0 teams. After game 2, we have 3 0-2 teams also. Those being the LeBron James Fan Club, Baseball's Piercing, and the Winona Winners. So
That's gonna be all. So all of us in Minnesota.
yeah, pretty much. All of the Minnesota teams are owned. So next week we aren't going to see any of the 2-0 teams face off next week. I was hoping we would, but we won't. So L, I guess. But anyway, folks, we'll see you on Friday for the next set of games.
All
Goodbye.
right. See you then.